continue pushing higher, or maybe around the 250, right? So I took this and I said, okay, my stop loss is gonna be what? Right around $2. So that is my good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Well, this is your boy Franz. Welcome to the Trading Success Show. If this is your first time, you're welcome to this channel. Feel free to subscribe, feel free to follow me. Feel free to follow me up on Twitter or on Stock Tweet as well, where I post my analysis on each individual stocks, right? So if you have any questions, concern, you can email me at tradingsuccessshow@gmail.com. Okay, this coming week we have earnings coming in. Most anticipated earnings releases based on earnings whisper, and on Monday before the market open we have LIFRO, YJQH as well. And on this website they really have all the stock really chart up, just like I do each weekend. So on the earnings side, we have different stock reporting this coming week. We have KTTA as well. We have Snowflakes. We have CrowdStrike, ROBC, Patterson. We have on Friday we have Dole as well, Genesco. We have Big Lot as well on Friday. So Kroger as well is also reporting on Thursday before the market open, and the one and only DocuSign is also reporting after close on Thursday with Alta as well. So keep an eye on these earnings report coming into the week. Salesforce is going to be on Tuesday, of course. Now what I'll be dealing with now is going to be the watch list for the small price, low float stocks in this coming week. So these are stocks that have sold off, okay, and they're about to either bounce or still consolidating within that range. So these are not a recommendation to buy or to sell any stock in whatsoever. It is just for entertainment purposes only. Now with that being said, guys, you're welcome. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of today's discussion. Now IWM. What happened with IWM? I talked about IWM last week. I said, the idea is for IWM to, bounce off the 230, 229 area, which is our 50 exponential moving average. But guess what? The IWM, which is our Russell 2000 ETF, didn't bounce off that 230 spot, and then now we're pulling back to retest this breakout spot. Okay, if you cannot see that, let me draw this real quick. Okay, every time we get to that level we tend to reject it, and then we just bounce right off. All right, push all the way. And I said, I'm looking for continuation or retest of the 2050 area. And guess what? We tried, but we just couldn't sustain that move, and then market failed because of the issue of the new variant. So right now we are at that level, which is our 200 moving average, right? So this is the 200 moving average, and guess what happened? We bounced right off the 220 spot. Why? Because every time we get to that trend, which is going to act as our trend support, so we bounce right off only to close below the 200 moving average, which in terms means bearish, but I'll be expecting some form of a consolidation around this area as a matter of fact. So that is our IWM. Now let's get into MYMD, my medical doctor, right? So for this right now, $8 is going to be our spot, guys. If we can break this 2050 exponential moving average, I think $8 will come easily. That's about what, 40 cents. Okay, you only have 40 cents right here, which will act as the right side of the shoulder. Technically we have left side, this is the head, and we're trying to form the right side of our head and shoulders. So keep an eye on it. $8 will be a very solid area to fight in the coming days. So we're just bouncing right off the 200 moving average, so keep an eye on that. CEI, okay, this one has been doing really a fantastic job. Reason why he's been doing a fantastic job is 200 he's been holding as a form of support. 200 is our 200 SMA, 200 simple moving average. So we've been holding this level so far, and guess what, we bounce off that area only to reject that trend resistance. This is our downtrend resistance. Okay, so right now this is in a very good area, very good spot to either push right up to retest these highs or pull lower to that 200 moving average. But my stop loss is going to be this, below this 200 moving average for the needed momentum. If I cannot post all the chart or analyze it here on YouTube, I'm going to post it up on my Twitter or on my stock tweet. I showed it earlier, so just bear with me as I move through. We have so many stocks. Okay, so pretty much 150 is the area for that break. Okay, we get to 150, I think we'll continue to push on CEI. DATS as well. This one right now, we have this wide range we just sold right off into our IPO area, right? So this spot is our area to keep an eye on, which is the $4 zone. So $4 is going to act as our support for now. So I will be loading up come this week, okay, on DATS for a potential bounce with my stop loss around 50 cents below. So keep an eye on that name. CYN as well. This one has been a momentum push to the downside. A whole lot of people been buying this thinking we're gonna bounce right off, right? But only to be disappointed at this 650 area. Stock just really sold right off to the downside, and $5 right now is gonna hold as our support. Okay, we're really down from the highs, over 100% on that name. CETX as well. This one right now, I'll be looking for price to approach this 120-119 area. If that area holds, I think we'll reclaim that spot and then look for 150 to come. But I still like the fact that $1 is really holding for now, so keep an eye on that. SGBX as well. This one right now, we are from the highs, we're like down over 120% right now. So I'm anticipating a move, a bottom bounce play around this 230 area, 225 as a support, but our stop loss is going to be $2 if you are to play that name. ROCON, this one right now, we've been consolidating lower. This is what I call consolidation lower. We just consolidate and we just keep going down and keep going down and keep going down. When will this stop? So keep an eye on this 210 215 area. If we can get past this 215 211 215 area, I think we should be able to visit 240 250. This 250 is the change of direction into 465, so keep an eye on that name. GHSI as well. Right now, $1 is going to act as our support or as our stop loss if we were to play this stock, right? With my eye on the 125 area for the break. If 125 area breaks, I think we should be able to push and duplicate this momentum that really came in the name. I haven't seen any form of a push in the recent days. See how we push right here, and then we made an ultimate move there. So I'm expecting some form of a push in the coming days on the name, right? So keep an eye on that. AEHL as well. This one right now, we're really doing fantastic in the sense that we are really holding this level right now. You see how we're holding this level, so our stop loss is going to be right below 250 or 240, just in case the market maker decide to shake weak hands and then boom, right? My eye is I got my eyes on that $3 level on this stock, because why? This area is our resistance zone, so that trend is going to act as our resistance in the coming days, guys. iBio as well, ABIO, right now we're trying to turn positive. 275 is your area to watch on the name. Nuro as well, NURO, this one right now we've been consolidating lower. I'm looking for that bounce, right? We've been consolidating lower, so I'm looking for this kind of a push, you know, in the coming days as well, which is going to act here. Because why? This area, we have our trend as our support, and we also have our 200 moving average as a support. With my stop loss, is going to be really critical that $6 is going to act as our stop loss on this stock if we have to get into the trade, right? So keep an eye on that. GRDF, this one right now we're looking for bottom bounce play on this name, so nothing to read, right? GRIL, this one right now, grill right now, we're really tapping this resistance right now. Right now we'll, you know, every time we get to that spot it gets rejected. So right now we're having that pattern at this point in time. So if we can break, we should be all right. Volume is not in yet to signal a breakout, so but keep an eye on it. If we can break through into 120 break, I think we'll be able to visit 150 in the coming days. So keep an eye on GRIL, guys. Okay, CROVS as well. This one is another cool looking chart. Right now we are holding, you know, reclaiming the 200 moving average, which is this area. Trend is our best friend at this point in time. The trend shows that it's a downtrend, but at the same time we're really holding this 341 320 area. Our stop loss is going to be right around this trend right here in case you decide to pick some up. 290 is a very good stop loss area in anticipation of the $4 visit to come, so keep an eye on that name. PALT as well, 200 moving average is reclaiming. That area is what you want to really keep an eye on, guys. Okay, at this point in time I'll be looking for $5 in the coming days. Okay, this is going to be like a swing, picking up some here in anticipation of the move. Now SNOA as well, right now this is going to be our bottom bounce play. I'm looking for a similar action. Okay, similar action. Every time we pop, we fail, pop, we fail, pop, we fail, pop, we fail, pop, we fail. So I'm looking for another pop right into 650 or even $6. Okay, that is just about 60 cents in the coming days, but keep an eye on it. If this decide to move and tap the 200 moving average, that is where your R is gonna be in the coming days. So watch that name, guys. BIOC, this is a bottom bounce play, double bottom bounce play. Where is the double bottom? Right here. This is the first side and this is the right side, so this is a double bottom bounce play. So right now $4 is the area to keep an eye on. If $4 break and hold, then we'll be looking for $4.50 or $5 in the coming day. ASROT as well right now. Let's see if this 150 is gonna reject. If it reject 150, I'll be looking for price to pull back to 140, 135. So keep an eye on that one. STR as well. This one right now, 200 moving average, which is this $3 area, 295, $3 area. That is my expectation in the coming days, with this stop loss below 240. So keep an eye on that area. GBR as well. Right now we're looking at a support around this area. I'm expecting this $3 area to act as a support, which is also a natural support. So keep an eye on it. If we hold that level, I think there will be a little bounce into the $3.75, $4 or even $5 in the coming days. So keep an eye on that particular name, because as soon as oil stocks begin to figure out a different move, I think this will really pop. Okay, TLS as well, TLIS, this one right now I'll be looking for a bottom bounce play at least into the $6. Okay, with stop loss right below $4.45. Arrow EK, this one as well. This one we've lost about 131% so far. I'm not in this trade because I took profit off, right? So right now we're looking for this this area to hold as our support. We got this first area right here, double bottom bounce and double bottom bounce, and then right now we're looking for a triple bottom at this point in time. So right now we're just going to be looking for a bottom bounce play with your stop loss in mind and in place, right? AGRI as well, 250 is the area you want to keep an eye on. If 250 break, I think we'll continue to push higher in the coming days on that name. VRPX as well, this one is another one to keep an eye on, because if we can break this 450 area, I think we'll push into $5 break. I think we'll be all right. We'll continue to push into 750 or even cover the gap into 10. I do like this stock at this point in time with stop loss in place, guys. You just don't want to jump into the stock like that. GLMD as well, we're looking for a triple bottom bounce, 1, 2, and 3 right now into $3, so keep an eye on that as right. So BFRI, this one has been another fantastic one in the past week as well. Right now we see that bottom bounce play. That is what I really love to see on a stock. Reason why I love bottom bounce plays, because when they start pushing, they just keep going, right? But the stop loss is always something to think about, okay? Stock like this with a very low float, you want to actually set your stop loss. You want to set a wild stop loss on it like this. I'll be setting, getting some around 250. I'll be setting my stop loss like $2, guys. That's what I'll be doing in this case. So see how we gap all the way back up. So support right now is 650 on BFRI. Next is going to be PLIN. This one right now, $2 is that area. Resistance is around 193, so keep an eye on it. If that area holds, then we'll pull back down to 160, and 170 area, so keep an eye on that. Vino as well, VINO, this one right now, I will be looking for a bottom bounce play. We've been really consolidating and holding this level of $3 for quite a while, so the move is gonna be really critical. See how we bounce off this area, bounce off. That is pretty much like 2 point, a $1.50 change. So I'll be looking for this area to continue to hold with my stop loss right around this level right here. So keep an eye on VINO for a bounce, right? KTTA as well, this last week has been a momentum push. I'm sorry guys, but this was really interesting trade. It did gap all the way up, and I saw on my scanner that we really extended over that 80% zone. So what I did was to short the stock around $8 with room to add on the stock, right? So because I missed the move to the upside, I looked for the backside to get in. So shorted this all the way down, took some profit off the table, and then held overnight, and stock just tanked, right? So that is how you do it. You should be able to long a stock and short a stock, most especially if it's a pharmaceutical stock or a therapeutic stock as well. So just keep an open mind. Biotech stock and stuff like that normally push and then pull back. They normally pop all the way up and then sell right off. Okay, so if for example I took some around this area because I'm thinking we're gonna bounce just like we did here, right? This is what I do in this case. What I do normally do is I take some right here, set my stop loss right at the bottom at a very decent level, in this case $2, right? So I'll set my stop loss $2. So I'm gonna lose 50 cents in order to make it back to this level, because you see what, resistance, right? So what I will do in this case right now is for me to take profits, as I get in 250, or even below 250 and the stock bounce all the way to resistance, I will be taking profit off around $4, or even before $4 I will take profit off at $3.95 or even $3.90. I'm not greedy, guys, okay? I've been greedy before and I paid the price, right? So I'm getting some out at this point. Then when the stock begin to push, you know, I look at, you know, the IPO price, which was what, $5, I take some out again. Okay, so I'm taking a quarter for size out, another quarter for size out, just like that. So once I get to, you know, I look at my 1 hour chart and see we're really extended, 1 hour or 10 minutes chart that were really extended, and then I will set my stop loss right, you know, below this area, which is the $5 zone, so that no matter what happened, you know, after I take few profit off, the remaining position I have, which may be like a quarter, you know, half a size, or, you know, a quarter of a size, then I set it at the stop loss, which is $5. So that's how I really trade, guys. You know, I don't like to, you know, leave all my eggs in one basket at the same time. Okay, so let's really go. It's not about chat, right? Let's really analyze this for a bit, right? You know, let's say I have 1,000 shares. Okay, I have 1,000 shares and I took it right around this area. Okay, we're not really clear if we're going to continue pushing higher or maybe around the 250, right? So I took this and I said, okay, my stop loss is gonna be what? Right around $2. So that is my stop loss. So right now I'm spending close to what? $2,500 in order for me to get 1,000 shares of the stock, right? So with that being said, guys, now we break this trend, which is looking solid. Guess what? I have my stop loss, no shaking, right? And we broke out and we just bounced right all the way up. So no matter what happened, even if we bounce right here, I will be taking some of my position out. You know, with that 1,000 shares right now, I will be taking, you know, say we bounce right off, because it's a biotech therapeutic stock, I'll be taking 500 shares out. Okay, which will be out around $5, right? So that is what I have actually secured. Okay, now the next one, I have 500 left, right? So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my another sell of 250, okay, at $6. Then once I get to $6, it kicked me out, and I have another $6 secured, right? And then look at that and say, okay, you know, if for whatever reason price continue to push, I'm gonna look for an extension to sell the remaining one. So now I have what? Remaining 250. I will set the stop loss, okay, stop loss 250, stop loss at what? At $5 or even $5.50. So that is how I will trade a stock like this. Most especially if it's a biotech, therapeutic, or pharmaceutical stock, that is how I'm going to do it. Most especially, again, if it's a low float, low price stock. Okay? Because why? We have short sellers. Short sellers, they like to short low float stocks. That is one thing about them. And let's get one more into the game. And say finally, we have one more. And AFMD. This one again is a therapeutic stock. Once this begin to move, you know, you just don't want to be holding. You want to sell on the way up, right? You want to sell on the way up. So keep an eye on this 725, 730 area. If $7 really break and hold, then I'll be looking for 750, you know, or even $8 in the coming days. So keep an eye on AFMD, and the rest chart I'm going to post it up on my Twitter and on my stock trade account. Keep an eye on those ones. I hope you've enjoyed this segment and this channel. Thank you guys for being here. Subscribe if you haven't done that already, and have a fantastic week ahead. Have a fantastic weekend as well, and thank you guys for being here. Be positive to everyone on earth, and have a fantastic one, guys. Peace and love. Bye bye.